Hey everybody, it's Joe, aka Slightly Floating. Sorry for being away for so long, but after I uploaded my last video, my life got a little crazy, and school has really been kicking my butt, and my mental health has been really up and down since my last video. And that's just to say the least. It's been hard to keep consistent in a lot of ways. I feel like I'm kind of floundering here with everything in life, like with school, with my social life, with work, with like everything. Like I'm just kind of starting to hit my breaking point. I've been really tired from like juggling everything, and it's not just from this year. Like I've been doing things like this since like the beginning of 2022. I've been living life like this, and so like I don't know if my brain is just like finally had enough, and it's like, yo dude, like we're tired, we don't want to do anything, but like I feel super burned out. Like it's just been hard. It's been hard for me to be creative. It's been hard for me to want to draw anything other than just like self-indulgent crap that nobody cares about except for me. And so like, I don't know, sometimes you have to take the time to do that, but like also there are things that I want to do here with this channel. So, you know, I'm trying to not beat myself up about it, you know, like I'm trying to give myself some grace for having to juggle so much, but I really need to start getting back on top of things. So I think it's been long enough. I really wanted to come on here and make another video, even though that I don't have a whole lot of things to talk about, but I do have some things to show you guys. So the biggest one obviously is that you know how I had been talking about making a Pngtuber for like my last couple of videos. Yeah, so I've made a Pngtuber probably like 4 times in a row now. If you count from my first attempt. It's just like I haven't gotten far enough into the design and liked it enough to like complete a set of sprites that I could actually use for a video. And I wanted a lot of sprites too, because I wanted it to be very animated. I didn't want just like a handful for like the basic emotions, like happy, sad, angry, whatever. So I really wanted to sit down and work on it and make it really, really good and make it something that really represents me. And I thought I had a handle on it with my last design, but then when I tried to make a video with it, it just didn't look right. It didn't, like the vibe was off. Like it just didn't, I don't know. I felt like disconnected from it after I had made it. I was like, this doesn't seem like me anymore. I don't know. So I was like, okay, I'm going to try one more time. I'll take a crack at it again. It was worth it. It was worth putting in that effort to do that because I am so happy with this design. I know I posted a short a couple of days ago, just giving like a preview of what it looks like. Nobody saw it. Nobody saw it. The algorithm did not pick it up at all, which kind of bummed me out because I thought like posting shorts was going to get me more views, but whatever, is what it is. I can show you guys the finished product now. So, without further ado, here I am. This is me. Yeah, this is my like Pngtuber version of myself. I guess. I'm a ghost. I'm a spooky ghost. That's what my character is like supposed to be. I'm supposed to be like a monstrous ghost. So I'm really happy with this design. This is exactly how I envisioned it looking and working, and I cannot wait to make more videos with it. This one, I just wanted to talk about a couple of short things, you know, just give you guys like a couple of updates, but going down the road, I want to use this Pngtuber to make videos about things that I want to talk about, especially things that are media related, because, you know, I'm going to school for animation, so there are things in the animation industry that I want to talk about, you know, cartoons and animated series that are coming out I want to talk about. I am also an anime fan as well. There are some anime that I want to talk about. And then I'm also a very big sci-fi and horror fan, so, like, there's several topics in that genre that I want to talk about as well, like the new Death Stranding game that's coming out that looks super weird and crazy. I'm super excited for that because Death Stranding is one of my favorite video games, so I'm definitely going to be making a video about that. And then also the new Alien movie that's coming out looks really cool, and I'm really interested about that too because I haven't, just in my opinion, felt like there has been a good Alien movie in years. Like the sequels, or no, sorry, not the sequels, the prequels, like the Prometheus prequels, they kind of suck. I'm sorry, they're just not very good in terms of plot. And this Alien movie is supposed to be, like, severed from the already established lore. So that's going to be really interesting, and I'm excited to see, like, a fresh take on the franchise. And I think it's going to be sick. I hope it's going to be sick. I mean, if it's going to be a bad movie again, that's going to be a real bummer. But, I just want to see it done justice because H.R. Giger is one of my favorite artists. And I've always loved the aliens. Like, I always loved xenomorphs. I always thought they were super cool monsters. And yeah, I just want to see, like, cool stuff done with xenomorphs. So I'm gonna definitely talk about the new Alien movie, and then like cartoons and anime and other stuff like that I want to make videos about as well. And who else knows what else, like, I still want to do videos in person too, like in real life. It's just like I'm probably gonna save videos like that more for things that are specifically about me, and then use my Pngtuber for things that I want to talk, like subjects I want to talk about. I think that's how we'll do that for now. Like, that's how I'll kind of, like, organize my videos and choose which format that I want to use. So yeah, that's just like a little plan I have. Nothing is set in stone, obviously. I'm still learning how to do this. Like, I'm still a very new YouTuber, so that's all subject to change, but that's, like, the plan I have for now anyways. In real life, I have some plans too that I'm going to try to do this year, including my own local convention here. I got accepted for Tucson Comic Con, and so that's going to be really fun. I have friends at Tucson Comic Con that I haven't seen in, like, over a year, because I went for, like, one day last year, and I did not get to see everything, and I did not get to see everybody. And then, I'm really excited to, like, roll out new merchandise, because I haven't done Tucson Comic Con since 2019, and it's I made, like, a whole whopping, like, $30 the first time I did Tucson Comic Con. It was really depressing. So, like, now that I'm a better artist, I have more experience making merchandise, and I've, like, been networking and doing conventions for a while, I'm excited to see how I'm gonna do this year at Tucson Comic Con. I think it's gonna be really, really cool. So, for the convention, I want to make some kinds of merchandise that I've never tried making before, and one of those things is a zine. For those of you that don't know what a zine is, it's basically like a book. It's like a small book that you can produce yourself. It's usually, like, you can just print them out yourself and make them at home. And it usually, they're, like, anywhere from, like, 8 to 16 pages long most of the time. And it could be about literally, like, anything that you want. It could be informative, it could be fictional, it could be about, like, I don't know, like, autobiographical, it could be, a comic, it could be a collection of art that you want to put into a little zine, like, anything that you want. So yeah, I have plans for that. I'm going to be making videos about creating my zine. I'm not going to reveal what it's about yet. because I'm actually kind of still working on what it's about. Like, I know what kind of art I want to make. I'm just looking for, like, some deeper subject matter that I can incorporate into the concepts I have for the art. So I will give you a video update about the zine. That's definitely something that I'm going to be talking about extensively over the next couple of months. So we'll be doing like some vlogs about the zine and some updates about it here and there. And then, like, I want to try making other kinds of merchandise too. Like, I've done prints and stickers for years. I would like to do something like enamel pins or patches, or like I've seen artists put their stuff on like makeup bags and stuff like that, or like beanies or something, or t-shirts. I don't know, like just things that people can actually use a little bit more than just like stuff that you hang on your wall or stick on something like a sticker. So like those things do good for me, but yeah, I just need to like expand my horizons a little bit and try to offer some different types of merchandise. So I've really got to like work on that. But here's the deal, is that in a perfect world, I really wish that I had more time and energy to invest in actually making my comics, because it's been a very long time since I've had like the time and energy to actually work on my comics to the extent that I would like to. So fun fact, I didn't work at all in 2019. I was only making income off of art, and I was actually making enough income to get by. And during that time is when I really started working on my comics. So I came up with a comic called Children of Astaroth in 2018. And it was a comic that I had put together from various characters that I had made over the course of several years. And I love these characters so much, and they're so near and dear to me. This character I'm actually drawing in this video is a character from that comic. And I won't go into detail about what she is or what she's like, because I would actually love to make some videos about my characters in the future, so I'll probably do that later on. But anyways, I never been able to get back to that point where I was like really, really invested in my comics and I was working on them extensively. And I really miss that, because I had some really good momentum going at the time. I think I had gotten about 13 pages done, and I had started getting people interested in reading it. And then I just kind of crapped out. Like, the great big panini of 2020 happened, and everything was really chaotic, and I had to go back to working full-time because I couldn't do conventions or events or anything like that due to everything being shut down and because of quarantine and everything like that. So I think that like my depression from not being able to like be a full-time artist really set in, and I just like it's been a struggle ever since then. I feel like ever since 2020, I have just not been able to get back on my feet as an artist the same way that I used to be. Because 2019, it was like really like peak doing art for me. And I had so much support. I had so many friends. I had so much everything. Like everything was just so much better back then. And it's just not that way anymore. And who knows if I'll ever be able to get back to that point. It's a really scary time to be an artist. There's a lot of threats to being a successful artist these days, like AI art, for example, and algorithms just actively suppressing your work and not showing it to anybody, and having to try and make ends meet doing local events just wasn't enough. And so like I don't know if I ever will be able to make it as a full-time comic artist, and that's really depressing and sad to think about, because it's something that I've always wanted to do. Like literally, if I could make a book and publish it before I died, I think I'd be happy. And you would think that wouldn't be so much to ask for, but unfortunately the way the world is, it's just like I've never been able to really like sit down and work on my comics and get my thoughts organized and get my plot like organized and write a script and thumb everything out. I just have to work on it here and there when I have time, and it's just not enough. So I want to have something like comic-wise for the convention, but we're just gonna have to see. I think it's already gonna be hard enough trying to make a zine and trying to make stickers and stuff like that and whatever else. So that's gonna be like a very, very low priority, but my comics are still something that are near and dear to me, and I do want to still work on them here and there. So, you know, like I had crazy fantasies one day about maybe making an animated series, but, you know, like I dabbled in animation here and there, and I think if I could just get to a point where I could make like my own videos and my own assets for my channel, that'll be enough for me. Like, who knows if I'll ever get hired by a studio or something like that in the future. It's hard to say, but I think that making YouTube videos is a great way for me to apply what I'm learning in school so that I can actually like make really cool stuff for my channel. So anyways, I am definitely not trying to be like depressing in this video. The last couple of videos that I made before this year were like really, really depressing. So like I'm definitely not trying to do that. But I want to be honest with you guys and, you know, just like talk about some of my struggles that I've had as an artist as far as like being successful in general, getting my name out there, screwing up at conventions, not having energy or motivation to work on the projects you want to work on, having to juggle working full-time in a different career and going to school and like all these other things. It's like I just hope that I can reach somebody out there who can relate to my struggles and maybe doesn't feel like so alone after that, because that's all I really want, right? It's like I just want to build a community. I just want to reach out to people who feel the same way or like struggling with the same things as me. And, you know, because I know at the end of the day, the world is so frustrating and depressing and awful and stupid and everything sucks and like it just feels like everything's on fire and we're all like just hanging on by a thread, right? So it's like we're all in this together, and I feel like there are a lot of like influencers out there these days that are like so out of touch and don't like remember what it's like to be a normal person and be struggling. So like I just want to let y'all know that you're not alone out there if you're having a hard time, and we're all going to get through this together. And I want to thank everybody out there so much for all your support and watching my videos, and I hope that you'll like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.